Alright, so step number 1 is to put all the beef and the cinnamon sticks and the ginger slices in a deep pot and cover with water. Okay? Now, so I've done that and just gonna top up with a little bit of water so it covers nicely. And yeah, very good. Alright, so just very briefly on this stuff here. Now, so this is 2 onions, and those are very finely chopped, but you can also ground them. Now, all of this is also grounded or blended. So we have ginger. This is about 3 inches of a thing. And then you have garlic. This is about half of a bulb. And then chilies, fresh, and dried chilies. Now, clearly, as you can see, this is not the full amount of everything, and that is because when I met my beautiful now wife, the first time I bit into a chili padi, my face kind of exploded and I started crying because of the spiciness. Now, she obviously laughed at me for that, so over a period of a few months, I got indoctrinated into chili padi. 6-9 months later, I had chili padi on my toast with cheddar cheese. Brilliant, fantastic. But it screwed up my stomach, something horrible. So now I cannot eat all that spiciness without having a nuclear explosion in my body, and that sucks for me. Now, if that's not you, you can have more of all this stuff. So congratulations. Now, this here is a leaf from the lime tree. I don't remember what it's called now, but look up lime tree leaves, whatever. And it smells very nice. And if you crush it up like this, right? Just crush it up like this. I actually never tried this, so. Oh my god. Smells delicious. It's fantastic. This is like my new party drug. Alright, so that's that. And then obviously I milked the coconut myself. And if you want, you can also use beef bouillon, whatever. You know what it is. A cube. The stuff is boiling, and the ginger here is old ginger because it's a little bit more potent. Obviously, we have the cinnamon stick that's already in there as well, with some anise star thingy also as well. Now, the lemongrass, we're gonna later on. We're gonna. All right, so time to pound the lemongrass. Yeah, whatever. So, big heavy stick, and pound it to just. There we go. That's enough. And I'm just gonna put that on here for now. And I forgot to bring a knife. There it is. And cut. And cut. And then remove this little fella. And away with you. And there we go. So then you do that 2 more times. Right? So, putting in the oil. Now, it needs to be quite a bit of oil. So it needs to fill up. So like that. A tiny bit too much. Who cares? Now. So I've already put on the stove here, so this needs to get hot. So, how do I know that it's hot enough? I'll take this little chopstick and I put that in here. Now, obviously, just put in this, and there's supposed to be bubbles immediately. Now, it's not quite hot enough yet. Give it a minute. So basically, you just pour this in like this. Well done. All of this is going together with the sauce later, obviously. Stand back. Done. Cut. So, heat test. I think that's ready for cooking. Alright, so the first thing we do is we put in the Thai grass, no, the lemongrass, and the cinnamon stick. I call it Thai grass because it's always in Thai food. And
Slowly.
I love it. So, oh shit, alright. I'm gonna, step back a little bit. Protect my hands, my feet, and my eyes. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Okay, so saute this for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Wow, that's hot. Smells delicious. Love lemongrass. Goes well in Coca-Cola as well. I have recently learned. Try it. You won't regret it. Alright. Now, some turmeric powder into the thing. About a tablespoon. Put in and stir around. Alright. Okay, folks. Now, time to put in the rest here. Put in some onions. One ingredient at a time. Now, stir. Done. Alright, so now for the ginger. And anyone who might be a sniper out there would notice that I changed my shorts because I managed to squirt some oil with turmeric on my linen pants. So those are screwed. Good times. But what don't we do for a good rendang? Sacrifice your shorts for a good rendang any day of the week. Oh, good. Next up, garlic. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. In there. We got one. But never mind. There we go. There. Am I doing this right time?
Yes.
Really?
Smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it? We should have another series.
There's some more in the. We'll add it later.
That is there enough. Alright, let's go for the chili in a little bit. Just put it here now. Preparation. Förberedelse. Preparation in Swedish.
What's the word again?
Förberedelse. This is also a language class. Now, let's do the chili. And my wife is violently signing to me to keep stirring behind the camera.
You don't want it to burn, you would taste weird.
Yes, that is true. Well, this is baseballs. Now, for anyone who also, again, is a little bit observant, I have put in more chili there because
He doesn't want to be defeated by the less chili.
yes. And I also feel like, seriously, what is a rendang without some, some punch to it? So it would be a cultural or culinary miscarriage, I think, to have not enough chili in there, and also an insult to my mother-in-law. So I am putting more chilies in here, and these are just for decoration. Okay. Put these guys in. My stomach be damned. It's gonna be worth it though. If I do this right. Alright. So yeah, what's the next step?
This cooks for about 2 to 3 minutes
Yeah.
to make sure all the grounded ingredients are nicely cooked up.
And keep stirring, yeah?
Yes.
Keep stirring! Did you not go to cooking school?
No, we did not.
Alright. Very good. Alright, so now it's time to put in the beef and the bouillon. What is that? Beef stock, that's what it's called. Only the French call it bouillon. Bouillon! Beef le boeuf into the mix, and then we stir around it. Stir around for about 3 to 4 minutes. Make sure it's all covered in everything. Ouch. Burned myself on the book. That's well done. Okay, so now we're gonna put in some cumin powder and top up with some water, and we're gonna let that boil to 45 minutes. Now, as you might notice here, what we did in the break here, while this was mixing together, we removed the majority of the lemongrass. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I hate having lemongrass in each bite. So, because you can't really chew it properly. It's just a pain in the ass. So, I removed it and leaving some flavoring. Most of the flavor is already gotten into the oil, so it should be fine, but it's completely up to you. Also, lesson learned, probably don't cut, because then you have 1 million strands of lemongrass that we have now instead of just a few. Lessons learned! So that's good. Amazing, it smells fantastic. Okay, so now it's time for the coconut cream or coconut milk. So I'll pour in a bit here. In stages. Now the idea here is that about 100 milliliters. You can take a little bit less, a little bit more, I suppose, depending on preference. But you're supposed to stir, like a little bit, and then wait 3 to 4 minutes. Wait 3 to 4 minutes, that's just that, 3 to 4 minutes, for about 20 minutes, alright? So, let's do that. So this is starting to look a little bit like Rendang. Selamat Hari Raya. This is gonna be nice. So nice! So, there you go. And the next step is something else. These kaffir leaves, I remember the name now because my wife told me. And so these are all supposed to go in later. But just for the smell and for some initial tasting here, just cut finely like this and put it and stir around. Some left here. And then at the end of this, see, it's getting a bit color, you know, because we're boiling away. Okay. Alright, so it's time for the kaffir leaves to get in. Now look at how delicious that looks. It's just fantastic. So I'll just do this a little bit with the leaves. Open up. Yep. Perfect. And that. Alright, enough is enough. In Now, truth be told, this has been in way more than 20 minutes. It's actually been more like 40 minutes. The meat is quite tender, it's really tender and very, very tasty. Now, so that works, obviously, and I must say I am pretty psyched about this result. So yeah, just let that boil for another few minutes and then let it sit for a day. Just let it soak up all that taste. We all know that this tastes better the day after, but it's also very delicious now, so I'm actually definitely going to eat this today. And my wife doesn't want to be on camera because she is still in her Corona quarantine outfit, which means basically not very done up. Neither am I, but I don't care. Tips from coachen. Tip from the coach. Now, so this is a very simple recipe for fantastic food. So, lemongrass, ice, Coke. Make sure it opens up a bit there so you release the taste. And then cut like that. Basically, 2 bits, 1 in each glass. Then put in the Coke or Pepsi or whatever. I don't care. What do you like? I like this. Yoki. There we go. This is gonna be delicious. Now, obviously, you can put in other things here as well if you have that inclination. I'm just gonna leave it at this. Simplest recipe in the world. Alright, so finally this is done. It took a little bit longer than I first expected. A little bit tweak to the recipe there maybe. Now, this is delicious. Look at this. We got the rendang, we got the rice, we got the Coke with the lemongrass. Alright, so time to eat!